All right, welcome yet again, family. Thank you for tapping in. Your man's Double R Raymond T on the check-in. It is live one. Welcome here to yet again an all-new weekly hip hop and R&B 20 this time around for the week of March 21st, 2025. I don't know why I keep still wanting to say 2024 for some reason, but hey, we are here. It's crazy because we're only in March. You know what I mean? But it feels like just a heavy top of the year. But still celebrating March and Women's History Month. Still celebrating these dope women outside doing dope, beautiful, wonderful things, and I'm joined by yet again another very dope special co-host. Been a big fan of your music now for years, so this was very dope to get together. Let me welcome my special co-host, Mystique, the one and only Miss Raish. How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good. I like that co-host. That's nice.
Yes. No, this is gonna be our show together. This is our show together this week. You know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
that.
So
I
while I
like
normally kind of run the thing, we are gonna do this together. We are gonna celebrate not only music you are vibing to, but your music as well. You know what I mean? I know for myself, I discovered you, in the pandemic. I want to say like 2020 time, 2021 maybe. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know you've been at this a good little stint, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, I'm like 29 now. I started when I was like just turned 19, so
Okay,
almost
okay.
a good solid
Got
10
the
years.
10-year bucket in there. Got the 10-year bucket.
Yep.
As they say, what you got to put in your 10,000 hours. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah. Oh yeah. I already know.
um, who are you listening to these days?
Um, you know what's so I absolutely love Chapel Roan. Like she's just making such big waves over here in the
Mm,
US. It's crazy to me though to see the dynamic of music and the levels of music because she's massive over here, but then going over to the UK, not many people really know her. So she's still like blowing up really. Um so yeah, but she's a woman in this business and I don't know, I think she's making a really big splash when it comes to boundaries as a superstar, as an artist, as a woman. So, her.
indeed, indeed. Well, listen, I want to thank you for tapping in with me this week. We are just getting started. Again, it is your weekly hip hop and R&B 20 for the week of March 21st. The lovely Raish hanging out with us. We are going to learn more about your journey. We're going to learn about a new bundle of joy that is coming. You know what I'm saying? And again, celebrating this dope music. And we got a very special record we are going to be bringing you, celebrating women empowerment with this special month going on right now. So appreciate you, Raish. We getting into this. It's your weekly hip hop and R&B 20. One more time again, the lovely Raish hanging out with me this week. It is your weekly hip hop and R&B 20. We are live one. Um, I want to get into this first song that you dropped here not too long ago, and I think it makes a lot of sense considering Grammys, you and your soon-to-be. I don't like to say baby daddy, you know what I'm saying, but father of your child, father of your seed.
Yeah.
Um, these song standards. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I had been accustomed to kind of ballads from you, from what I've discovered. So I felt like this was the first time we kind of got like a bop record from you.
Yeah. I've been waiting to put a little bop out. Like, I, especially just performing wise, all my songs are really just like what's kind of like comedy because one after the other I'm like talking about these introducing these songs and they're all just like shitting on men and I'm like, well, here's another one called Burn Your Clothes. And I don't know, I was just getting so sick of it, honestly. Like, they're great. It's great music. I love my music. But I really just wanted to have something a little bit upbeat where people weren't so sad in the audience or thinking so much. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see people having fun and just enjoying and having a good time. And so, and I think that's also, that was, when I made that song, that was definitely the space that I was in. I was, single, newly single, learning about myself and learning about love again and rediscovering what love meant to me and finding boundaries and standards. And I was having a good time doing it. So I think that shows through.
Yeah, no, it does. Because I think I told you, like, some of your music kind of felt very like Jasmine Sullivan-y. It was like,
Yeah.
and I don't want to say man hating, but there just definitely was an energy. How about that? We'll just
I
say an
know it.
energy.
I know it.
And again, for the listeners who don't know, Raish, congratulations again to you and Mr. Teddy Swims, who is having an amazing run right now as well. You two are expecting a bundle of joy, huh?
Yeah, we are. I'm so excited. It's crazy. I can't believe this time in my life. And even for him, too, like, he's experiencing such success. And in music, but also like in family now. And like, I don't know, it's just a really crazy time, and um, a really beautiful time. And I think we're both just taking it all in and trying to enjoy every moment and be present with it all, because it can get really crazy at times, with this industry. But it's been really beautiful.
I love it. I love it. Well, let me just say you are shining and you are glowing. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So congratulations to the two of you. And in the spirit of this song, Mr. Teddy Swims, he met the standards, huh?
he did.
It's your weekly hip hop and R&B 20. Enjoy, man. We got Race hanging out. So I want to kind of take a dive back into a little bit of your catalog and maybe kind of pick apart a song or a time that you said you started this at 19, that you kind of felt like, whoa, maybe this music thing could be real. Like either
Mhm.
it was a song that kind of like, yo, people are gravitating towards me, or something like that.
I had extreme confidence. I just had such confidence as a young girl. Was there a specific question that you asked in that though?
Just if you had a song, that kind of stood out in your catalog, that where you noticed people started to
In my
gravitate to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it actually didn't even happen like that. I think it really was just, an extreme amount of confidence in myself, and in me loving doing what I was doing, and just having this like unwavering um faith that like I could do it, and that things could work. I do remember when I first recorded Complicated, though. I loved that feeling. Like it just felt so like it had such depth. And it's so funny now, because even looking back at that song, like I feel like I've gained so much more depth in myself and in my voice and in my vocal abilities. But with that song, I was like, oh yeah, this is like, it just felt really good. And I have a ton of other songs that are unreleased that never came out, that's also made me feel that way. Um, but as I look back too, I'm like, oh my God, how much I've grown is like crazy. And I think like, wow, how did I have that much confidence? Because I really truly like, it wasn't that great, but everybody believed in me. So, um, and it's nice to see, the growth and how far I've come. And um, yeah.
Yeah, excellent. No, faith over fear, yo. Faith over fear. And it's wild to think what
Mhm.
we're looking at, maybe 6 years ago, that song? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
And it
um
was even before that I recorded it, probably about
okay.
7 years, like a year before that I actually recorded it. So
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, well, let's show some love to Complicated. I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking maybe pick a side a little bit, because you
that
know what
was
I
a
mean?
moment though too. That was a moment too. Especially because we got Ty Dolla signs on
Ty
there,
Dolla
and
on the remix.
I remember meeting him too for the first time a bit. It was actually a couple years after that song even came out. I never really met him or knew him like that. So it was cool to meet him, and he's a really sweet guy, a very genuinely nice guy. So that was
Yeah,
a cool
he's
moment.
musically crazy. Like that dude can do
Yeah,
so much. Like you can put him on a heavy rap song, on an EDM song, in a pop top
yeah,
40
he
list. Like
goes.
it's just yeah,
He
yeah,
just goes.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
great.
Do you feel that way for you? Do you think you kind of have that same type of versatility to your I guess process?
Yeah, I mean, and also like I have pushed myself being in this industry and working with so many people. I've pushed myself to do so many things and try so many things and try so many spaces. Um, I really do like to do that. Sometimes, it can be difficult because like even on some of my songs, like I really do feel like a lot of my songs are like characters. Like Standards is recorded so differently than the way Girls a Gun is recorded. Those two worlds are, me stepping into a character. And I love doing that. Performing it can be a little difficult because you have to like snap out of it and snap back into a whole nother character. And you're like, okay, where does my voice sit here now?
Mm.
um, but that's been a big process. I do think that I can do that, and I think that that shows a lot of for this. It's great to have that bit of versatility to you. I do think though that I can't wait to like. There's a couple of sounds that I really really truly love to sit in. like characters I really love to sit in and that I feel most comfortable in. And, I can't wait to do a whole project in just those spaces rather
Yeah.
than hopping around so much.
Yeah.
But I do know that I can do it. So that's nice to be able to have that ability, I guess.
All right. Well, I love it, Joe. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and pick a side, just because
Yeah.
we did get a look from Ty Dollar as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but shots are complicated. You know what I mean? And I think these are dope to kind of look back at these records, like you said, you did so long ago, and kind of hear where you were at. Even just mentally, right? Like I think there's something to be said about where we wrote a song, where we
Yeah.
were at in our life at one time to where we are at today. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Indeed. Indeed. Love to race, man. Again, my special co-host this week. It's your weekly hip hop and R&B 20. We getting down right here with Live One. All right. So since you brought it up, let us go on and introduce this joint. Girls a Gun. Again, we are celebrating March, Women's History Month. I think women are the greatest. I always envy you on the idea of just y'all could do it all. You know what I'm saying? So I know I was raised by a strong woman. I got a strong wife. You know what I'm saying? This song, basically a woman empowerment moment, right? For our women in this Women's History Month. Girls a Gun. What's going down?
We said what's going down?
Yeah, yeah.
This is a question. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Honey, baby brain. Let's blame it on that. But Girls Gun, I wrote it at a specific time in my life. I was dealing with somebody, and actually another girl, sadly. And that's how it goes with women, I feel like, which I really want to change. And I've also seen a lot of change in that, though, my relationship with certain women being pregnant, which I've loved. Like that's my favorite thing actually about being pregnant is that women, like their guards come down with you for some reason,
Yes.
and they're like, "Oh, she's a woman. And like they just treat you nicer." And I'm like, I love it. I'm like, thank you. I've been waiting for my entire life. Like
I don't need your RBF on me right now. I'm good.
literally, I mean, dude, that's the worst, and that hurts me the most when women are like pitted against each other or just, you know. So that was my scenario. That was my situation before I wrote that song. It was about another woman actually, and it just blew my mind. Like because I trusted her and we were good friends and we were close. It blew my mind how much I felt so disregarded and walked all over and disrespected really. And I just went in the studio and put it all in a song and it felt so good. So
That's right. Would this person know this song was about them?
probably.
Oh, wow. That's
I
interesting.
know.
And this is another part why I envy you artists, because you have a therapeutic release
Yeah.
in either songwriting or going in there and just
Yeah.
screaming on the mic, because that's where this song goes. You know what I'm saying? This
I
is
don't think
definitely
yeah, that's my favorite part about music. I don't think I'll ever stop writing and working because of that reason. Like that is really, it really is truly so therapeutic for me. And on a better note, I can't wait to write about more beautiful topics like this baby and my life as a woman and coming into this new womanhood of mine.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Girls a Gun out now, man. Second drop of the year for your girl race 2025. Just getting started. So much stuff is going to be changing in your life, but we always got this song. You know what I mean? Girls a Gun going down right here. It's your weekly hip hop and R&B 20 for sure.
Okay.
All right, so I always like to do a throwback every week. Sometimes I choose them. Sometimes, well, especially with having you as the co-host, I always want to take a dive back in some kind of mental capacity of a song that inspired you, or an artist that inspired you, or a song that hit you, and you're like, "Yo, I love this." You know what I mean? Or maybe it even relates to something you're doing today, and you're like, "Yo, I remember this other song." You know what I mean? I kind of got a vibe from that. You know what I'm saying? So, with that, I want to let you take the reins this week. What are we doing for a throwback, Ray?
Okay, we're gonna do. Can I say two, and you could choose one?
Let's do two. Let's do two.
Okay, okay. It's gonna be "Let Me Blow Your Mind," Eve and
Okay.
Glenn, and then Will Smith, "Getting Jiggy with It."
All right. Sounds good. I'm gonna need you to elaborate on both of them.
Well, honestly, both of those songs I feel like were like inspiration for Girls a Gun. Production, flow, like that space of I don't know. I feel like it was like a little bit of like with even Gwen, like it was a little bit of her like my actually like white and black side coming together, and me trying to find that middle ground in space. Like I mean, it's kind of comical too. Like I say, what's the line that I say? I'm up to here, I'm through the roof. Like that's the most white girl shit. And it's just like my little ode to my little white girl side. But um everything else, it's a good mix of like white and black, I think, for me. And that's who I am. That's my identity. So those two songs, Let Me Blow Your Mind and Getting Jiggy With It, because uh Will Smith's flow.
Indeed. All right, as picked by Race Man, your weekly hip hop and R&B 20. We here.
Those are great songs.
They're both are great songs. Hell
You're
yeah,
right.
both great songs. Yeah. I
That's
still I still slap like from it because I DJ as well.
Mhm.
Anytime I can mix in that even in Gwen Stefani joint, I
Right?
do. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And I got a couple dope mashups and ills, so you know what I mean. I
yeah.
definitely still rock that one heavy. You know, so
Yeah.
so if you don't mind, I wanted to talk about something because you kind of talked about a little bit being coming from a black and white background, and I saw an interview with Mr. Swims talking about, him going to have a mixed child, and I'm curious to know if you two have had those discussions because he was very. I love how he's very transparent with it and said, "Well, all I know is kind of how to be me." You know what I mean? Race would probably be the one to elaborate on it more,
Yeah.
and she'll probably be the one to take the reins in addressing our child in that scenario. You know what I'm saying? But still was very adamant about you be who the hell you want to be. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Whether you gravitate to one side more or the other. So I'm curious to know how that relates to even you in your own life
Yeah.
and what you thought about for that as for your child coming to this
Well,
world.
yeah, that was like a state of mind that I had to, really figure out as a young kid. Um and that line, because I was never black enough and I was never white enough, and I never really fit in with either side, and so I had to find that space. And for me, that was just being like, okay, well, I am who I am. I like what I like. It's not about a color. It's not about how I talk. It's not about how I look. It's just about what I like, and programming my mind to just be okay with that. And I feel like I feel like it's made me a very accepting human being to a lot of, you know, different races and nationalities. Like, I really am so strong on like justice and balance and um, rights and, just human rights, at the end of the day, because feeling like I could never fit in either side was an awful place to be. And I just don't want anybody to feel that way. So also, my child is probably going to be pretty washed out. Like not and let me rephrase that. But he's gonna be light. I know he's gonna be light because I'm not, I'm not too dark, but I'm not, and
And then you
he's
got some ginger, and then you
light.
got some ginger mix in there. You know.
I know. So I don't I don't think he's gonna have any problem with like, feeling like how I felt. Like people like look at me and they're like, what are you? Like, ambiguous. And that's actually kind of nice. I prefer that. People are like, "Oh, you're so ambiguous." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." That's something I think I'll take it as one. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna have too much of a problem with that. I think he's gonna be a beautiful boy. But if there ever does come that time, then I'll just explain it like how it is. Like, you're a human being, okay? At the end of the day, you need to just be who you are and love what you love and express how you express and be kind to other human beings and make other people feel comfortable. And that's that.
That is that. I love it. That's the best way to put it down. I am a father of 3 sons, so I am super excited for you too. You know what I mean? Just because it's been so. My youngest son is 21, so
Wow.
or about to be 21. So I have 21, 22, and 24. So
Oh,
they
wow.
were all back to back to backers. You know what I'm
Oh, my
saying? But
God.
if I could get one day back, just as the baby and the
Yeah.
smell
I
and just you know
know.
what I mean, and I'm excited for you, Race, because it's like you're gonna love every moment of it. That's all
I
I can. You know
know.
what I mean? So and just seeing Teddy's energy, I know he's going to be a great dad. You know what
Yes.
I mean? So
Yes.
congratulations to you too. And I think that's a perfect segue. I think we should run into maybe a song from Teddy to be a part of this as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a co-hosted situation for Raish. How can we leave him out? You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
I know for here on the 20, we've been getting a lot of love around the "Are You Even Real" record with
Mhm.
Giveon. I love that
Yeah,
record. I thought it was super
yeah.
dope. But is there another one maybe you would pick?
I think that's a great song, especially for your platform. But I really do love "She Loves the Rain." It's a great
Boom,
song.
boom.
Yeah.
Well, you're co-hosting, Ray, so I'm letting you hold the reins. You know what I'm saying? So
Cool.
we are going to run that. And again, congratulations to you, Teddy. It's going to be a beautiful thing. Teddy Swims right here for us inside your weekly hip hop and R&B 20. You're amazing. I love this.
Thank you. You're amazing. Three boys.
Three boys. Yeah, I
Oh,
got all three
I
boys.
love that. I want
Yeah.
boys. So
So,
I only want boys. I don't know if I want a girl. I'm just kind of scared to
well,
have a.
you did leak, right? You're having a boy, right? You
It
just
is
said
a
it.
boy. Yes, we let
Okay.
our
All right.
first
All
boy.
right.
Everybody was down my throat about that. The girl, breathe. My God. But
Well,
we
you know,
let.
it's so funny because my wife, she said the same thing. She was like, because my wife she was a little thug coming up, so she's like, I don't know how I'm gonna deal having a daughter. You know what I mean? And so
They're stressful.
having boys was it worked good for us because she's
Yes.
just as much a disciplinarian as I was. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it felt
And
good
I
to.
love girls. Girls are great, right? But like raising a girl, like
Mm,
it's scary to me. I don't know. Something
yes.
about it is like I know. Also, I'm not ready to share my man yet. Like I'm not ready to share that type of like the girl love with him because the girls
It's
be
good you know that about yourself. It's good
yeah
you know that about yourself.
no,
Like
yeah
I always said, I would not be mad at having a baby girl. I'd be more worried having the adolescent girl. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
that's the real
I've
spin
got
on it.
like 13 nieces and nephews. Majority of them are girls. They're the most
Ooh.
sassiest things in the entire world. I mean, my goodness, last time I went home, I had to pull two of them off of each other from scrapping with each other.
Mm.
It was ridiculous.
Where are you originally from, Race?
Massachusetts.
Okay, Boston. Okay, no, I shouldn't say Boston, right?
It's actually
Just
closer to upstate New York. I'm like 20 minutes from Albany.
okay,
Um,
okay,
but Boston, yeah, I mean, I honestly go to New York more than I go to Boston, but
okay.
Massachusetts, it's called Berkshire County area. Um, yeah,
All
it's
right,
beautiful.
all right, excellent. So, Raish, musically, like I said, so much respect for you and everything you can do. Like I was talking again when we were talking about standards. Again, it kind of felt like your first bop, and then, like, I mean, I think we've never been in a time more where artists like don't want to be labeled. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've been placing new music in our new R&B Now channel. You know what I mean? But I know you can probably fit in a pop lane. You can probably fit in like a bit of a top 40 lane. You know what I'm saying? So, I only bring that up with the idea like, considering what you listen to and when you go get in the studio, and even with the idea like what new songs are gonna sound like for you being a new mom and all this type of stuff.
Mhm.
So, is there anybody now that you would be like, I would love to collab with this person and see what comes out of that?
As a mom writing music, maybe Cleo Soul. She's
Okay.
incredible. I
Okay.
love her music. She's just for the soul.
It's all in the
Um,
name.
as a pop girly, probably like Sabrina Carpenter or like
Hey, okay. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
Chappell Roan. Um, who else?
I like how Sabrina's been able to kind of tap in with urban too. She got the joint with Tiger. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's like,
I don't even know if I heard that.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, you got to peep that. You know what I'm
I gotta
saying?
check
So,
that out.
yeah, yeah.
She's a sweet girl too. I've met her a couple of times, and she's really, honestly, very sweet and kind. And she's been in this industry for so long. She's used to it. So I don't know. She's not a mean girl. She's like real chill and real sweet, which was really refreshing for me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, trust me, I've been around this a long time. You run into these people that the industry has jaded them. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So
seriously,
it's
seriously.
cool when you meet genuine souls.
Maybe even Money Long too. I love
Ooh,
her,
yeah. Oh
and
yeah.
she's very sweet. And I love him and her and Teddy's song
Oh
together.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
Black and White is so beautiful. It just sounds so classic. Like it sounds like forever. So that's a good one.
Yeah. She's an amazing songwriter, and it's cool to see her getting her shine now, like
Yeah.
as an artist. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, let's run some money long. Money long, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So again, special guest co-host, my girl Rach hanging out. Massachusetts in the building. What's happening? You know what I mean? It's your weekly hip hop and R&B 20 for sure. Yeah, yeah. All right, Rach. Well, listen, we are wrapping up. Again, I want to thank you for co-hosting along with me this week. This is amazing. I am definitely looking forward to more music. And this little bundle of joy when we finally get to see these pictures that are coming. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I don't
Do we
know
have
how
a do?
soon those will come out.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I get it. I get it. But are we? Do we pick a name yet? Do we have a solidified name?
No.
Okay.
Still, you got any suggestions?
I mean, everybody loves Raymond. I'm just saying.
Oh,
You know what I'm
that's
saying? I
cute.
mean, it
That's
is a it's been a TV show. I mean,
literally. Yeah. My name, like people call me Ray, so maybe we could do a little something. Play with it.
hey, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's funny too because Raymond and Ramon in my family has been generations. Even like my sister's middle name is Ray, but it's like RAE, like Ray Ellen. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
pretty. That's
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure. But listen, I want to thank you for taking the time with us. Like I said, so happy for you and everything you've been accomplishing, not only in your music career, but now, personally, it's a beautiful thing to be having this baby.
Yeah.
Congrats to you and Teddy. Big move coming on. You're gonna be switching regions. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave that completely out so we don't get the stalkers. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. Thank
um, yeah, yeah.
you.
But what's to look forward to for the rest of 25? Do we have a project in the works, or are we chilling? Do we have to chill with focus on baby?
No, no, we're still gonna be working. I'm gonna be releasing a couple more singles. It's like a little small EP, and then I'm gonna be writing. I'm just after this baby comes, I'm just gonna spend my time writing and making another project. So yeah, oh, we're
Well,
working.
one more time while I say you women are amazing. You can continue to do it all because
Yeah,
probably from the bed you're gonna create a song after you give this baby.
later.
Watch,
Oh, those emotions, those hormones are gonna be high.
oh, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna go crazy. Have you noticed any change in yourself now? Like even with just all this, you know what I'm saying?
Have I what?
Have you noticed any change in just stuff that you're like, what the hell? Like, you know what I mean? Like, are you
Oh
are
yeah,
you
absolutely.
crying? Are you
I mean, everything.
hungry?
I'm so emotional, but also like I feel like I am taming a new beast. Like I
Mm,
feel like I'm relearning who I am and who I am. Like literally, it's like a whole new person that I'm coming to understand and learn, and that's been wild. I finally feel like I'm getting to the end of that and like discovering, like really getting a grip of it. But I already know once the baby comes, it's gonna be I'm gonna have to redo it all over again. It's like it never ends. It's like a new life happening like every other month. So it's wild. It's wild. It's a lot. I also have written out like a whole project I already have like based together. It's the first time I've ever done it, but just like a whole topic ideas, song titles, album title, like just everything all organized, but not fully written out. So we got a lot going on in this head over here.
yes. Well, you are forever going to remember 2025. It is life changing, with everything. So without a
Absolutely.
doubt. So again, I want to thank you for joining me. I want to make sure everybody gives you a follow. Track her down on the IG at my name is Raish. That is my name is Raiche. Of course, myself at Radio Raymond T. And of course, keep it with us right here at Live One, man. I appreciate you to the fullest. Girls, the gun is out now. Standard is out now. Go dive into the catalog. Your girl is super dope, super ill, and just happy for you, love. Thank you for joining me, man.
Thank you so much, Raymond.
Indeed. It is your weekly hip hop and R&B 20. Stay up. We're just right here at Live One. Much love.